Hello, Huskies back again with more New York Rangers franchise mode commentary in NHL 18. We're back with our final regular season potentially. Have to wait and see how the playoffs go and see if I have the urge to do one more season or not. But we had a productive offseason. We traded Richmond for this Christopher Reefers kid. Half decent third line guy. Should score goals. Can set up goals. He already set up Devon Shore in game one. We also signed Patrick Kane. Granted, a few years past his prime, but there's no reason he can't put up 60, 70 points on that first line playing with McDavid and Mahar. So that's what we're going to roll with. We had a nice little find in this Bryce Fritz kid. Pretty good fourth line playmaker. He's got good shooting. He's got really good defense. Puck skills are nice, so he's a good guy to play on the fourth line. So we have a pretty well-rounded team. We'll just have to see if our first line can carry the offensive load. Let's go ahead and hop into the sim though. Go to January 1st, January 2nd, and let's see how the team does. I envision us being a pretty heavily offensive oriented team, which means in the first couple months we're only going to average barely 2 goals a game, because that's the sim engine in this game drives me insane. Like, you can put together an all-star roster and it can absolutely blow. And I think Connor McDavid in this run is an exact example of that. The comparison I draw to all the time is the LA Kings franchise run I'm currently doing. The Connor McDavid in that series is playing with worse line mates. I shouldn't say worse. No, yeah, I'd say Mahar is better than Manlow. But McDavid consistently cannot hit. Like, he is every year in that run, he has 100 points or more. He's single-handed. Him and Manlow pretty much knocked out my Kings team by themselves. Almost knocked my Kings team out by themselves. It was just that first, them two and Comrie and net. But then you come to the Rangers run that I have going here. I've had McDavid since year 2. We're on year 10. He has been a point per game player twice. Both of those times it was 83 points and 87 points. He's had quality players the entire time he's been here. I mean, year 9's kind of a... You can kind of throw that away because he was... Alright, I gotta stop it. Our offense is disgustingly bad. This is awful. Kelvin Mahar has 20 goals. 20 goals in 26 games. I'm interested to see the next closest. McDavid with 8. Patrick Kane has 21 points. That first line is doing fantastic. But once you get away from that first line, it's straight garbage. Torsten Huselius, minus 10. He's on the third line, so I might have to move him. McLeod, minus 2. Rankin, minus 2. Reefers, minus 8. So clearly that trade is not panning out, or that line just needs to be changed. Devon Shore is a minus 9. Our entire team is horribly minus, besides the first line. Now, could that just be the team trying to mesh right away? Sure. Could it be the goaltender faulting? Maybe, but I mean, a .913 save percentage isn't awful. But we're just not scoring. Nobody on this team is scoring, aside from our first line. So I'm actually going to split up the first line. I know we're only a month in. We're 11-13-2. We're 8 points behind a playoff spot. It's only November. But I'm going to take Patrick Kane off the first line. I'm going to put Huselius back up there. This McLeod combo worked. The second line is really what I shouldn't mess with. Although they take a lot of penalty minutes. Which one of these guys better defense? So we'll put Patrick Kane on the second line with Arkhipov and McLeod. This third line needs to change. I want to put Huselius on the first line and put McLeod on the third line and see if that changes anything. And sorry, Shore, but you're just... I gotta find something that works. Gotta find something that works, man. Good to see the Islanders are struggling just as bad as we are. And it's actually December, it's not November. Alright, so we lost 1-0. Alright, so clearly my line changes didn't work. Back-to-back overtime losses. I mean, at least with 3 straight overtime losses. So, I mean, we're scoring goals now. I mean, if you cancel out game 1. Alright, there's a win. Another shootout loss. So we've gotten points in 5 straight since making the line changes. Alright, there's 6 straight games with points. 7. 8. Alright, hello. Did I spark something here? Nope, and there's a shutout to the Montreal Canadiens. Shootout loss, another loss, so 3 straight. So we start 8 straight games with a point, and then we lose 3 straight. Granted, one of them was a shootout loss, but still. Alright, back-to-back wins. This team is so hit-miss, man. Our defense seems real spotty. Might be the like. How do we lose to a team 5-3 and then beat them 6-1 in a week span? I just don't get it. But again, I'm trying to make sense of the sim engine, and I just can't. I never have been able to, and I never will be able to. Alright, so 22-8-4. So our record has improved considerably. We're at least above 500 now. Mahar is no longer leading the team in points. McDavid is, but it's still not a impressive. I mean, it's 42 points. Alright, so he had 20 goals in 26 games. We took Patrick Kane off the first line, and he scored 3 goals in 12 games. No, in 22 games. No, what was it? Yeah, it was 20 goals in 26 games. Since taking Patrick Kane off that line, he has scored 3 goals. Tristan, nobody's... Oh my goodness. That second line's improved. Oh boy. Alright. What I think I need to do, I need to see what our penalty kill is in terms of percentage, and I need to see how many penalties we've taken in comparison to the rest of the league. So we've got 2.48 goals for. I mean, it's not the worst by any means in the division. I mean, the best team in the division I have is 2.6. Our defense is 2.4, which is pretty high, but we're only a goal differential of -3. Power play is really good. Penalty kill is actually not that bad, and we're not taking in a gratuitous amount of penalties. We just suck on the road. So we're nearly halfway through the season. Maybe Mahar is not a first-line guy? No, he's shooting 14%. Like, how are you shooting 14% but you only have 3 goals in the last 22 games? Is somebody else taking all your shots? He's got 162 shots. I mean, the rest of my team is shooting not great. Alright, well, Reefers is doing alright. He's got 10 goals. He is still a -3. Arkapov's a -10. Devon Shore is a -10. Our third defensive pairing is trash. Malmstrom's a -5. Alexiak can't stay out of the fucking penalty box. Alexiak's gotta go. He's gotta go. I gotta see if I have anybody else in my system that I can put in that third D pairing. Because it's not him. He's a 76 overall. Making 1.9 now. He's gotta go. Even Clinton Franzen would probably be a better option than Alexiak. No, he takes just as many penalty minutes. Oh, man. I gotta figure something out. I gotta get Alexiak out of there, though. Let's go. Let's go trade Alexiak. Just to get rid of him. I can probably sort by trade value the opposite way. Yep, he is the lowest trade value on my team. Does anybody want him? Not a single team wants him. Alright. Who has cap space? Here we go. Alright, so we got rid of Alexiak. We're calling up Clinton Franzen for now. That's not what I'm going to stick with. I'm going to go make another trade. Oh, that didn't call him up. I have to call him up. Okay. Let's call him up. Maybe he has a better option. Maybe he's not. But Alexiak was just, there's too many penalty minutes. For a third pairing D guy, you should not be taking that many penalty minutes. I mean, I could just go make another trade. But I gotta figure out something, man, because shit's just not working. Let's try Fritz on the second line, with Arkhipov on the third line, with McLeod and Reefers. Try McLeod, Fritz, Kane. Celius, McDavid, and Mahar is probably alright. Let's actually switch the sides, though. Let's... best lines this. Let's try this for the time being, and then if we're still in a playoff spot come trade time, I'll make it into work, because we're 5 points behind the divisional wildcard team right now. I don't know what the other wildcard team is. But let's sim February with this roster. No. Alright, so 0-0-1. 0-1-1. We have 9 overtime losses. Chris Kreider. No thanks. Alright, shootout win. Nice. Oh, 6-1 win over the Maple Leafs. 5-1 loss for the Golden Knights. 3-0 win over the Islanders. We just cannot go on a run, man. We win a game, we lose a game. We win a game, we lose a game. We win 2 games, we lose 5 games. We win 3 games, we lose 12 games. Come on. I don't have a whole lot of cap space, so it's not like I can really make a huge move to bring in a decent defenseman to take that third line spot while the Jets are 42-17. Yeah, they beat us. I mean, that's a loss I'm okay with. But we beat the, like, look at that. We were win-loss, win-loss. We win 4 out of 5 against, okay, maybe not quality. I mean, the Devils are a good team. The Bruins are not a good team. The Flyers are a good team. Man, I don't know. Like, I feel like we have a good roster, but we're just not getting the proper. McDavid's down to a 94. Come on, man. Why are you going down in overall? That's not great. Mahar's still... Alright, so Mahar found his offense. Kind of. He's up to 28 goals. But again, with the furious pace that he started. McLeod's a -16. Arkipov's a -14. So that line's only getting worse. The fourth line's getting completely worse. Hey, but Clinton Franzen, +2. We did something right, at least. Goaltenders, Curry with a 926 save percentage, 226. Like, he's doing everything he can. He's 22-17. Like, I can't. Those are pretty good stats. Where are we at in terms of playoffs? 30, 29-3. We're 2 points behind the Devils. And 1 point behind. Okay, so we're pretty close to a playoff spot. Alright, you know what? I was going to make some moves to try to fix my bottom six. But I think what I might try is... I don't want to do it, but I think I'm going to bench Devin Shore. Like, I don't want to say that it's his fault, but he's a minus 13. He's not playing with bad people, but his defense just is not good enough. And, I mean, Ronta's defense isn't a whole lot better. Uh, 87, 89. Actually, yeah, it is. Defensive awareness is a little worse. But he's got... I know there's going to be an outcry if I bench Devin Shore. You know what? I'm going to leave it to the comments. We got this far. We're 30, 29, and 9, or we're 30, 23, and 9. We're 1 point out of a playoff spot with a month and a half to play. We have 20 games left to get into the postseason. Just got to get in the postseason, and anything can happen. But give me your opinions, your feedback. I've kind of been doing this by myself for the past couple seasons, so I'm going to leave it to the comments. We've got a month and a half to figure this thing out. And if we miss the playoffs, we're doing a year 11 because I'm not going out on a non-playoff season. That's not happening, not with this roster. But yeah, feel free to give me your opinions and well, let me know. As always, thank you for watching. And I will see you Thursday for what hopefully is a playoff clinching video.